Next on 10 at 10.
One Kansas senator is trying to get more nurses in the Sunflower State. Find out how he plans to do it.
Plus,
a two-car accident tonight involving a Topeka police squad car sends 3 people to the hospital. We've got the details.
and
Some Topeka factory workers are demanding higher wages. We've got the details.
also,
Women continue to break through the glass ceiling. One local woman takes her business nationwide.
news from your neighborhood starts now.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. We've got some breaking news to tell you about. A police chase tonight ends in a 2-car accident, sending 3 people to the hospital. News Source 49's Jade Hernandez is live at the scene near Southeast 37th and Virginia in the Highland Crest neighborhood. She joins us now. And Jade, what can you tell us at this point?
Well, Megan, what we know right now is that the accident that you see behind me, the squad car in the tree and the smashed up Toyota Corolla, began and was due to a chase which happened earlier this evening around 7 at 29th and Fairmont, which is actually quite a distance from here. At that location, an officer was pursuing a subject he believed to be armed, so he called for backup. The subject later fled on foot after a short chase. This incident happened as an officer who was responding to backup came up on this hill at Southeast 37th in Virginia. His patrol car struck a Toyota Corolla. The driver and passenger, a man and woman, were ejected. The driver, both of them, Lieutenant John Sidwell says, are seriously injured. The man is injured in the hospital and the woman is critically injured. Now, the subject that initially started this chase, from what we know right now, is in custody, but the police aren't saying whether or not what he was involved with and why the chase started initially. And shortly after that accident, they were putting together the scene and an accident reconstruction to determine the speed evaluation and the sight distance to determine whether or not the Toyota Corolla actually knew that the officer was coming toward him.
All right, and Jade, I'm assuming the part of the street there is blocked off. Can people pass through, or what? Is there a detour?
No, actually, they've been detouring traffic for at least the last couple of hours, and they were trying to put the scene back together and see just exactly what happened. Now, the police officer, which I hadn't mentioned earlier, he was taken to the hospital without serious injuries. He had to smash the window of his car to get to his first aid kit and get to the 2 people in the Toyota Corolla, and then they were taken away to a local hospital.
All right. Thanks so much, Jade, for that information. Well, we're going to turn now to weather, and we certainly do have a lot to keep our eye on coming up into the next day, 24 hours.
That's right. We do have a chance for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly west and north of Topeka tonight, but tomorrow should be very active. Right now, temperatures have dropped back into the mid-50s over northern Kansas. Really haven't fallen off too much there. We have dropped back into the 60s to around 70 degrees over east central Kansas, and Emporia, the warm spot, at 71. And we just have tremendous amounts of moisture streaming northeast out of the Pacific in association with a broad area of low pressure that will be making its way across the Rockies and into the plains. Currently, we don't have any precipitation in Kansas, but showers beginning to pop up over northwestern Oklahoma. That may extend northward into parts of central Kansas later on tonight and provide a chance for showers and possibly some thunder showers later on tonight over northeastern Kansas. And looks like we've got locked everything up there for you nice and good. So we'll not be able to show you the forecast for tonight and tomorrow, but a good round of thunderstorms on tap tomorrow afternoon.
All right. A lot of activity going on. Thanks a lot, Dave. The Sunflower State is experiencing a nursing shortage, and Senator Pat Roberts wants to help. News Source 49's Kevin Winholtz joins us with more on this. And Kevin, what does the senator have planned for this problem?
Well, Megan, what he says is he's supporting a proposal that would go towards retaining and recruiting nurses nationwide. And he says he's doing this because he can see a nursing shortage right here in his home state. Washburn Dean of Nursing Cynthia Hornberger says one indication shows her Kansas is short on nurses.
We are having more hospitals contact us for employment opportunities for our graduates.
A 1995 state study shows by 2005, Kansas will see just over a 35% increase in available nursing positions, creating 7,200 additional nursing jobs. But each year, fewer people seem to be enrolling in nursing school, and this could cause problems, especially in a state like Kansas.
our rural hospitals are having increasing difficulty recruiting for some very specific positions for their critical care units, for their psychiatric units.
Plus, people in Kansas are living longer.
Those people over 75 have a much higher need for healthcare services, including nursing care.
Senator Roberts says there's another problem. The average age of a registered nurse in Kansas is between 41 and 50.
That means when they retire in 10 or 15 years, this shortage becomes a crisis. We don't want to have a crisis.
So Roberts is supporting this special funding project.
It really focuses on nurse recruitment. You know, we spend a lot of money in the military, recruiting for the military. We're going to give the Department of Health and Human Services that same kind of authority.
This project will fund scholarships and loans for nurses. Terry Roberts says this is a great recruiting tool. She says the financial aid will help many people who otherwise would never be able to pursue a nursing career.
That's a good thing. Kevin, what do officials think started the shortage?
Well, Megan, they think that it's many factors, but what they can pinpoint is that back in 1997, there was a problem with balancing the budget, and this forced many hospitals to lay off nurses, and it made it very unattractive to high school seniors about ready to graduate, and those are the people that are now getting ready to leave college.
All right, many aren't going into that profession.
That's
All right, thanks a lot, Kevin, for that report. Well, the nursing proposal Roberts is supporting also funds continuing education for nurses. He hopes this will hopefully recruit nurses to teach at the college level. Right now, the average age of nursing instructors is between 49 and 52. The face of business is changing, with more and more women taking the lead in the professional world. New census figures show 7 out of 10 women-owned firms operate in the services and retail trade industries. For one Topekan, she's mending her way to success. Linda Lee turned her love for creativity into a business venture, and now, after being in the sewing business for more than 10 years, she's hoping her hard work will set an example for generations to come.
My daughter has looked to me as a role model for someone who can be on her own, achieve some success, and she has probably a different set of goals than some other kids who perhaps don't work with someone who owns their own business. And that's been valuable to me.
In 1997, women-owned businesses in the U.S. generated more than $800 billion in revenue. Mayor-elect Butch Felker isn't the only person making a return to office. Shawnee County commissioners voted unanimously today to appoint Mark Hickson as county appraiser. Hickson served in this position before, from 1993 to 1997. Commissioners also approved a 4-year contract with Hickson that calls for an annual salary of $72,500. The contract says he won't be eligible for salary increases during the 4-year term. After leaving the position in 1997, Hickson worked as the Lyon County appraiser for about 2 years. He then worked for R&S Digital Services. Spring may be a time when flowers are blooming and trees are budding, but it's also a time when the suicide rate is at its highest. Suicides are the third leading cause of death for 15 to 24-year-olds. Officials say don't think someone's joking when they make a comment about ending their life. Be extra aware of what is occurring in a person's life and what that person says. There are experts trained to deal with this issue. The Shawnee Community Mental Health Center offers a 24-hour hotline. The number is 234-3300. Westridge Mall security today notified Topeka police of 2 people suspected of using counterfeit money. Officers say they found 18-year-old Colorado resident Matthew Coles outside the mall's movie theater with counterfeit identification. 20-year-old Nathan Brewer was located in a vehicle near 21st and Wanamaker. Both were staying at the Capitol Plaza, and officers were authorized to search their hotel room. Authorities also searched the subject's vehicle and found a sophisticated battery-powered computer system. The U.S. Secret Service was called in to investigate, and officials say the subjects may be responsible for passing counterfeit money orders and checks in Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, Oklahoma, and Kansas. Both were booked into the Shawnee County Jail as John Does for local charges on false information and false identification. Nearly 80,000 households in Kansas are behind on gas payments. The state's largest gas provider, Kansas Gas Service, has 630,000 customers. More than 23,000 are behind 60 days or more, with an average debt of $560. The average residential heating bill for November through February was $566, compared with $298 for the same 4-month period last year. Some workers at the Resser Burrito Factory in Topeka went on strike today. Workers say they want a $1 per hour pay increase. The workers currently make $5.40 per hour. The food factory is separated into 7 sections of workers. Employees say only one of those sections got a raise. The factory is still in operation, but some workers say they'll continue to strike until they get a pay increase.
We gave our boss a 2-week chance to decide to give us $1 more. We make minimum wage. We just want more money to provide for our families, and that's why we're here.
We tried to contact Ortega's boss, but he wasn't available for comment. Strikes are taking place all over the world today. School was out for some 220,000 students in Hawaii. Students from kindergarten through graduate school had the day off because the state's public school teachers and professors all went on strike. The administrators are disappointed over what they say is insufficient compensation. U.S. Customs officials make a huge drug bust in South Florida in a scene that could have come from Miami Vice. This special nighttime video shows a boat chase in progress as Customs officials capture a drug runner. They confiscated 1,500 pounds of cocaine, not counting the drugs dumped into the water. Officials say this is proof of how dangerous their job is.
The activity of those marine assets in the water and how dangerous the work is that they conduct every day.
The suspects were taking drugs from the Bahamas to South Florida, probably originating in Colombia. If your kids are college students, stay tuned. Their financial future is at stake, and there's something you can do to keep students out of debt. We'll tell you how when News from Your Neighborhood continues.
And if you're a storm chaser, tomorrow may not be the best day to do it. We'll explain why in just a moment.
Dick Edwards Auto Plaza in Junction City is giving away a free tire, a free steering wheel, a gear shift, a headlight, a door handle. Heck, they're giving away the whole car. Now you can register to win a free Kia Rio.
On April 21st at 11 a.m., we are giving this car away. You must be here and you must be 18.
Win a free Kia Rio by registering today at Dick Edwards Auto Plaza, Junction City.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Good morning, America.
Wake up, smart. Wake up.
Love you, Charlie. Love you, Diane.
Wake up.
Good morning, America.
Wake up. Wake up, smart.
Hey, wake up, smart. With Charlie and Diane.
Good morning, America.
Wake up, smart.
What do you want for yourself and those you care for? When health is a concern, when well-being is at stake, you want reliable health insurance, welcomed by the doctor you choose. You want excellent care and services without referrals or delays. You want freedom from payment worries so you can get better, faster. You want to trust the insurance company more Kansans rely on than any other. You want Blue Choice from Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas. Blue Choice. It's what you want when you need it.
Something big is coming to Kansas, something huge. Yes, your favorites are back at McDonald's. Get a hearty full-size McRib sandwich or a tasty 99-cent McRib Junior sandwich. And for those who have a little larger appetite, why not super-size a McRib or McRib Junior extra value meal? So hurry, because the McRib sandwiches are back only for a limited time at McDonald's. Your local McDonald's is proud to help fund the exhibit A T-Rex Named Sue in Hays, Kansas. We'd love to see you smile.
Only one show tackles life's biggest questions.
Are you still master of your domain?
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld, Sunday through Friday after 10 at 10, only on News Source 49.
Nightline? Ask anyone.
Nightline is as cool as land sailing. Nobody really takes news seriously enough to spend a half hour on it. Everybody's like, bam, bam, bam. We want to get the full story. We want to be able to judge people, not being told what to judge.
Nightline. Capo. Ask anyone.